As your cabin starts its ascent, to the south you'll get a new perspective on the Yarra River and beyond it, Port Phillip Bay. The bay is almost completely landlocked and has a narrow opening to Bass Strait 100 kilometres south of here over the horizon. Just inside that opening, called the Heads, lies the town of Sorrento, the site of the original white settlement in 1803, 32 years before John Batman founded Melbourne on the lower banks of the Yarra River below us. Looking over to the south and the west, the Balti Bridge in the near distance and the Westgate Bridge further away are the most obvious landmarks. The Balti Bridge was completed in 1999 as part of a major upgrade to Melbourne's road infrastructure that included major new freeways and tunnels that we now take for granted. The Westgate Bridge had a more troubled history. It opened in 1978 and has served as a vital link to Melbourne's rapidly growing west and city. Can you imagine Melbourne without it? But prior to the originally scheduled opening, a major span of the bridge collapsed. The design was substantially reworked to include the towers and supporting struts that weren't part of the original design. The rebuild took 8 years. Below your cabin to the southwest, you'll see the cranes and containers of the Port of Melbourne, the largest port for containerised cargo in the southern hemisphere. There are plans afoot to move the port facility to either Hastings in the southeast, or, possibly, to somewhere near the Avalon Airport in the southwest. Melbourne is one of the world's great cafe and bar cities. They're open all hours. Melbourne is also famous for its shopping. Many major global retailers have recently opened in Melbourne, further adding to our already rich retail mix. But like anywhere else in the world, it's the uniquely local stores that really get visitors to the city excited. And there are thousands hidden away in our famous laneways and in refurbished period buildings. If you're lucky enough to be staying right in the city, there's no better place to be.
Let me give the link and stuff. It's cute. Is that nice? What? Is it nice? Is it main worthy? Oh, yeah.
Come on, that was kind of when my name and history.
No, if I do that, then we won't put it out because we won't need it because it's long way. So if I proceed with these ones.
Oh, the person is like it's yours. There's no example that this happens. Yeah, it's really good.
Almost due south was the site of a tent city that developed in 1850 and eventually became South Melbourne. There were tens of thousands living there under canvas. They came in that great population surge that accompanied the gold rush. Between 1851 and 1868, a total of around 150,000 people came to Victoria seeking their fortune. Back then, immigrants came from all over the world, and many of these were Chinese. So it's no wonder that Melbourne today boasts one of the oldest Chinatowns outside mainland China. Around this time, Melbourne was the second largest city in the British Empire after London, and the wealthiest city per head of population in the world. A lot of the buildings and the infrastructure that we still rely on today were built during those heady days. The large open expanse of water a little to the left is Victoria Harbour. Originally a swamp, it was dug out by hand by thousands of labourers during the Great Depression between 1929 and 1932, when everyone's fortunes changed.
Okay, we're going to do this. It is really.